Have you ever noticed that your body feels older every year, even though your mind still feels young? That standing up from a chair needs more effort than before, that stairs feel harder, that your balance feels less steady, and that deep inside you quietly wonder when all this started to change. Because what if I told you that aging is not only about how many years you have lived, but about the movements your body slowly stopped doing without you noticing? And what if watching until the end of this video could help you understand how just 3 simple exercises, supported by science, can help you feel stronger, steadier, and more capable again starting today? Because in this video you will learn why the body ages faster when it stops moving in certain ways, how modern research on muscles, balance, and movement clearly shows that adults over 50 can regain lost strength and ability, and exactly how 3 specific exercises work together to help your body slow decline, protect independence, and rebuild confidence. And before we begin, if you want to stay strong, active, and independent after 40, 50, and 60, make sure to subscribe to this channel and tell me in the comments your age and where you are watching from. Because we read every comment and reply to as many as we can. And now let us begin. Because the truth is that most people do not suddenly feel old in one day. It happens quietly. First, you stop sitting on the floor. Then you avoid carrying heavy grocery bags. Then you feel unsure on uneven ground. And over time, your muscles get weaker. Your balance becomes less sharp. And your joints become stiff. And science clearly explains why this happens. Research published in journals like the Journal of Aging Research and the American College of Sports Medicine shows that adults lose muscle size, strength, and muscle control, mainly because they stop using them, not simply because of age. Studies consistently show that after age 40, muscle can decrease by about 1% each year if it is not challenged, and balance and joint movement decrease for the same reason, because the nervous system and muscles only adapt to what they are asked to do, and when they are not challenged anymore, they slowly shut down. But here is the hopeful part. The same research shows that strength exercise, balance exercise, and movement-focused exercise can reverse many of these changes, even in people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. Studies from places like Harvard and the Mayo Clinic show that older adults who train these areas can regain strength, improve balance, and slow physical decline, which means your body is not damaged. It is simply not being used enough. And in this video, I will explain 3 exercises, supported by many years of research, that target the 3 main systems that decide how old you feel: strength, balance, and movement. And if you stay until the end, you will understand not only how to do them safely, but why they are so important for your future. So let us talk about the first truth of aging, which is that aging speeds up when movement becomes a choice instead of a habit. When muscles are no longer worked, they shrink. When balance is not challenged, the brain stops caring about it. When joints are not moved through their full range, the tissues around them become stiff. And this creates a dangerous cycle, where weakness leads to fear. Fear leads to less movement, and less movement leads to faster decline. And the first exercise that breaks this cycle is the sit-to-stand squat, which is one of the most studied and recommended strength movements for older adults because it trains the exact muscles you use every day. To do it correctly, you start by sitting on a chair with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart, your chest upright, and your arms crossed over your chest, or resting lightly on your thighs if needed. Then you push through your heels and stand up fully, squeezing your hip muscles at the top, and then slowly sit back down with control. Research shows that this movement works the thigh muscles, hip muscles, and core, which are very important for walking, climbing stairs, and avoiding falls. Studies published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research show that older adults who do chair squats 2 to 3 times a week greatly improve leg strength and daily function. A good starting point is 2 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions, resting about 1 minute between sets. And as you get stronger, you can move to 3 sets, or hold a light weight close to your chest. This exercise is safe for most adults, over 40, 50, and 60. But people with serious knee pain or recent surgery should talk to a professional first. And emotionally, this movement represents independence, because every time you stand up easily, you send a message to your brain that you are still capable. And if this type of strength exercise is ignored, research shows that weak legs become one of the strongest signs of losing independence later in life. The second exercise focuses on balance, which many people ignore, but is extremely important, because balance is not only about avoiding falls, it also affects confidence, walking speed, and reaction time. And this exercise is the single leg stand, which sounds easy, but is very powerful. To do it, you stand tall near a wall or chair for support if needed. Shift your weight onto one foot and gently lift the other foot a few inches off the floor, keeping your hips level and your eyes looking forward. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. Research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine shows that balance training improves muscle control and lowers the risk of falling. And studies show that adults who practice single-leg balance 3 times a week see clear improvements in stability within weeks. Start with 2 to 3 holds on each side, resting briefly between attempts, and as you improve, you can increase the hold time or briefly close your eyes. This exercise is safe for most adults, but should always be done near support. And emotionally balanced training helps you trust your body again, because fear of falling often causes people to pull away from life. And when balance gets worse, social activity also decreases. And ignoring balance exercise allows the nervous system to lose its ability to react quickly, which research links to higher fall risk as we age. And the third exercise improves mobility, which means how freely your joints move through their natural motion. And one of the most effective and well-studied mobility movements for older adults is the controlled hip hinge with spinal movement, often called the hip hinge reach. To do it, you stand with your feet hip-width apart, place your hands on your thighs, and gently push your hips back, while keeping your back long, feeling a stretch along the back of your legs, then slowly return to standing, while reaching your arms overhead. This movement takes the hips and spine through safe and controlled motion. Research from the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy shows that mobility exercises improve joint health, reduce stiffness, and make movement easier in older adults. Do 2 sets of 8 to 10 slow repetitions, resting about 1 minute between sets. This exercise is safe for most adults, but people with serious back problems should move gently and stay within comfort. Emotionally, mobility brings back freedom, because stiffness is not only physical, it also changes how you feel about yourself. And ignoring mobility causes joints to feel much older than they should. And when these 3 exercises are combined, strength helps balance, balance protects movement, and movement allows strength to work fully. And research consistently shows that exercise programs that include all 3 give the best results for healthy aging. Now imagine a before and after. Before you struggle to stand up, you feel unsteady on uneven ground. Your body feels tight and limited, and simple daily tasks feel exhausting. After you stand up easily, walk with confidence, bend and move without fear, and feel capable again. Not younger in age, but younger in how your body works, and that is what truly matters. Because the goal is not to live forever, it is to live well. And to finish, remember that aging does not suddenly happen to you. It is shaped by daily choices, and science clearly shows that training strength, balance, and movement can greatly change how you age. If you want to stay strong, independent, and confident as the years pass, subscribe to this channel, share your age and location in the comments, and remember that your body is still listening to what you ask of it. So start asking it to move again.